So we're underway here at Box Hill, the first event on the track. The men's 40 and 50 plus 4x1500 metres. Leading off for the Old Scotch team, Robert Shewalt. Also Michael Bishop from Mornington Peninsula, and Waverley Malvern's James McInnery, Joseph Lynch for St Kevin's, Gerard Large from Diamond Valley, and Simon Bull from Glenhuntly Athletics Club. We did, as I mentioned, this is a DNS, so apologies. And then the men's 50 plus, we have Mentone, Keeler St Bernard's, Mornington Peninsula, Diamond Valley, Box Hill, Michael Urie from Box Hill leading the way for the Box Hill Club, and Doncaster Athletics, Roderick de Hayden. So the moment is Robert Shercolt from Old Scotch, who leads the way. And hot on the heels is Athletics Essendon's athlete. So a fast start and a fast pace to begin in this age group competition. We've got a little bit of cloud cover at this stage, which is good for these athletes. When the sun does come out, it is hot here in Melbourne today. So that cloud cover will be appreciated by these athletes. So it's still Robert Shercolt of Old Scotch and Athletics Essendon hot on the heels, who leads the way. So once again, to all teams, please make sure you do check in, and substitutions are carried out 75 minutes before the race start. This will allow us to keep the timetable on time throughout today. So it is the club's responsibility to make sure you fulfill your procedures and duties throughout today. So it's Robert Shercolt who still leads the way, followed by Athletics Essendon, and a pack of 5, 30 metres behind, quite some distance behind there. The pack may shorten as we progress throughout the changeovers. The schedule for today is the 4x1500s, which is on the track at the moment. We'll then move to the 4x400, and then the hotly anticipated medley relays. Those are timed finals, and the medley does consist of the 2, 2, 4 and 800 metres. So the medley relay starting at 12:25, and the under-16 women's will lead the way in the medley relays. So we have a shift now. It's Athletics Essendon who extend that gap. Some strong running there. And it's James McInnery who's taken a little bit of a stretch out on the pack from first and second. But St Kevin's are hot on the heels. St Kevin's are tracking back, so it's Malvern, Waverley Malvern in that second pack. So we're now starting to see a stretching and thinning out of the pack. But it's Athletics Essendon who's created a 30-metre gap between the rest of the pack, and a changeover for the next leg from Athletics Essendon and Old Scotch. And this is a critical changeover. The legs are tired. So it's important to make sure the changeover is fast and efficient. And it looks like a clean change by the majority of the field. So Athletics Essendon are looking strong. So it's Athletics Essendon, Old Scotch, Waverley Malvern, St Kevin's, Box Hill, Diamond Valley, Mornington Peninsula, and a change there from Doncaster. So Keilor St Bernard's still to make the change. So as a flicker in the sunshine comes out here in Box Hill, it will dictate, I'm sure, the outcome of this event, but it's still Athletics Essendon. 9 laps to go in Old Scotch. Sorry. So Don having a little bit of trouble there with the lap counter, but it's Essendon, Old Scotch, St Kevin's, Waverley Malvern, Box Hill, Diamond Valley, Mornington Pen, hotly on the heels, Diamond Valley. We are on the second leg at this stage. As the clock rolls over 6:37. So at this stage, the athletes out on the track do need the encouragement of their team members in the grandstands and on the bankings. It's important to get behind all team members within this Track Relay Championships. The guys from Chobani have just arrived, so they will be activating today here at Box Hill. So if you are looking for some refreshment, head on down to the Chobani Fit team. I'm sure throughout the day you will be looking for some refreshment. It is expected to reach mid-20s today within Melbourne, and it will play a big part in how today's competition pans out. So it's Athletics Essendon. A 70-80 metre gap. Box Hill now take the lead in that third pack, in that second pack, sorry. Box Hill, St Kevin's, Waverley Malvern. So for those just arriving in Box Hill, we do welcome you to the Track Relay Championships for 2019. A welcome change from the Lakeside Stadium. We're back into the community hub here at Box Hill for a championship event. We were recently here for the 5K Championships. We're back again here for the Relay Champs, and then back to Box Hill for Zatopek on Saturday, the 14th of December, so not long to go. And what that means is it is almost Christmas time. So Christmas time is on the horizon. So for all those athletes out there that haven't yet bought their coach a Christmas present, you still have time. It's important that you do reward your coach and those that make it happen for you. So plenty of time to get Christmas presents still. But back on the track, we are still looking at the lead from Athletics Essendon. An Old Scotch. Clean changeover. Box Hill. St Kevin's. And a combination there of Waverley Malvern. And we ask any teams attending today, if you are on the back hill, please make sure for OH&S you do have your marquees pegged or weighted. It's important, especially in today's climate. We are aware of what the weather does in Melbourne, so please make sure that you do have your tent securely anchored down today. We are expecting a slight breeze throughout this afternoon, so please make sure that you have your tents and marquees securely fastened into the ground. So an extended lead by Athletics Essendon. Some fine running from the Athletics Essendon team. It's important for Old Scotch to maintain the pace in order to keep on the heels of Athletics Essendon. We've seen a slight change. We've got Athletics Essendon in 1, Old Scotch in 2. Kevin's in 3, Box Hill in 4. So it's interesting to see some of these strategies and tactics already initiated by some of the teams. It will be interesting throughout the day. We also had the AVSL Relays Round only a couple of weeks ago, which allowed teams to start to build towards the Victorian Relay Championships. It's important now that we have pathways in place. So the AVSL is that pathway for the gateway to the 2019 Victorian Track Relay Championships. And for those of you just tuning in on the live stream, we welcome you. An action-packed timetable ahead. 4x15s on the track at the moment, followed by the 4x400s, then the medley relays time finals for the morning session. So you will notice there has been a slight change to the commentary team. Our illustrious leader Glenn Turner is on leave at the moment in Vietnam, and some welcome break and respite. And also Tim Crosby on his travels. So unfortunately you are stuck with myself in the commentary box, so you will have the dulcet tones of myself in the commentary box until Nick Wall will take over this afternoon for the glory leg, certainly the finals leg, and we'll see some action in the afternoon.
Where's your leader, Don?
I'm not just being a smart aleck, because when you go to when you go up there, you run down to hospital. When you go to Doncaster, you get
He'd be right.
Oh, so he's going down.
It is confusing.
Yeah, well, I think it's going up.
Yeah, no. No, it's going down.
So I've got to get used to this.
So now we've got 3 and...
So we've had word from the local residents. There is a blue-grey Vespa on Hillside Parade, Regio 1U2MZ. So if you do own a blue Vespa or blue-grey Vespa on Hillside Parade that's parked over a driveway, 1U2MZ, could you please remove? Otherwise, we are looking to remove that vehicle. It is blocking a drive at the moment, so that's a blue-grey Vespa on Hillside Parade, Regio 1U2MZ. So we have 3 laps to go out on the track. And it's still Essendon from Old Scotch. So with 2 laps to go, we're now asking for the next of the 4x15s, the men's open. So 11 o'clock start, we're now asking for the men's 4x15 open to start assembling at the finish line. So if you are on one of the changeovers, please make sure that your team has coordinated accordingly. So we're now calling the men's open 4x1500s to the assembly points. So still some strong running out there on the field at the moment. Athletics Essendon still leading the charge. So as Essendon hit the bell. Essendon already created a big gap between first and second. So it's Essendon. Followed by St. Kevin's. So some confusion from the officials there on who is taking the bell. But it looks at the moment that it's Athletics Essendon. St. Kevin's. So Essendon on the home lap here. So let's get behind the men's 40 and 50 plus teams. So fine run there from Athletics Essendon. And it's St. Kevin's. Who take second place there. It's a fine comeback there from St. Kevin's. They were in the pack around third and fourth. And another fine run there from Old Scotch. Started off leading the way. We are looking to get underway bang on 11 a.m. So we're now approaching 7 minutes to the start of the next race on the track.